things that Tennesseans don't appreciate is having activists on the court. They want that to be a neutral body, and that's what they expect. Ms. Sung, I want to come to you, going back to this letter that you signed. What you're saying is that it is a heat-of-the-moment decision that you made, that probably you exercised poor judgment, and it's difficult for you to separate that personal from your professional as you signed that in your professional capacity. Would I be correct on that?
Thank you for the question, Senator. To be clear, I signed that letter strictly in my personal capacity.
Okay, so you did that in your personal capacity. Okay, in the letter, I want to go to this. You said that you thought he was a threat to the most vulnerable, that's a quote, and that a threat to many of us. And the letter went on to say that people will die if he is confirmed. So why don't you talk to me about who is the us that Kavanaugh is a threat to, and who are the people that you expected to die if Kavanaugh was confirmed? I mean, this is a pretty broad, brazen accusation. It's pretty out there. So why don't you bring some clarity to that?
Thank you for the question, Senator. I agree that those statements were overheated rhetoric. And as I stated before, if by signing the letter, I created the impression that I, as a judge, if confirmed, would fail to respect the authority of the justice, then I do apologize.
You created that. You created that perception. And many times people believe perception is reality. So you've established that as your thought process, that you, as a person, in your personal capacity, you say, not in your professional capacity, but you as a person, in your heart of hearts, you think, here is someone who is unacceptable. He is a threat to us, but you still haven't defined us. He is someone who will himself cause people to die. So if you don't want to bring clarity to that for me, then by signing that letter, have you proven yourself to be unacceptable as a nominee for a federal judgeship?
Thank you for the question, Senator. I think the best evidence of the kind of judge I would be, if confirmed, is my track record as a neutral adjudicator. As a neutral adjudicator, I have decided cases impartially by applying the law to the facts as established by the evidence in the record.
Let's talk about that. During your 11, and by the way, you've still not answered the question on this. You're kicking the can on the road, you're punting on it, and you should know that that is not something that is acceptable. And until you can clear the record on that, it is going to bring that perception to bear in how people perceive your thought process to be. So I think it needs a little bit further
Thank you, Senator Blackburn. Your time has expired.
Oh, okay, thank you. I'm sorry, my clock isn't working over here. Thank you. I have questions I'll submit to you for the record about your judicial record and the number of times you've actually been in federal court.
Thank you. I believe Senator Lee is next.